This is how they treat a woman, a mother, a grandmother, a teacher, a therapist, a law-abiding citizen who goes to church.
Florida woman is in a restaurant and behaving badly. The manager has asked her to leave, and not so much with the leaving. I'm on civil law for Attorneys React. Let's see what exciting crimes we can charge her with once the police show up.
On August 17, 2022, police were called to remove a woman who was causing a disturbance at a restaurant.
Yep.
Hi, how are you? Okay, the manager of this establishment has asked you to leave the business. Now you need to turn and walk out the door.
The manager of this business is an idiot.
That may be, but you got to go right now.
Second warning.
Start walking there. Turn around. Come on, you don't want to go to jail.
Third warning.
Walk out.
Stop him.
Come on, walk.
Fourth warning.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Fifth warning.
I know. Go ahead and walk
Sixth
out.
warning.
Come on, start walking.
Seventh
For
warning.
what reason?
Manager, that's
Yep, there we go. Now we got
Put
arrest.
your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Hands behind your back.
He tried. Cop tried, man.
Around. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting. You're under arrest. The butt passing. Resisting arrest. I'll be 10:15, my
Get
friends.
your hands off me.
Signal lady. Signal 51. And all right, without, I can get a cage car. Don't walk any closer.
Because I
Don't walk any closer.
Because I told the manager I wasn't happy with the way it was.
this.
I'm not inferring anything.
You're welcome to stay in the sidewalk. It already is being recorded.
Record it.
It already is.
Because I told the manager that I wasn't happy with the waiters gossiping. When we
Okay.
were asking for our salt and pepper. And they
Okay.
were standing there talking to
So you
each
want to
other.
arrest her?
And I
She
said,
was
Well-
arrested because she wouldn't leave the business after she was told to leave. That's why.
Yeah. First of all, I'm not particularly inclined to believe you. But second of all, even if I did believe you, they still have the right to refuse service. You know, because it's not a protected characteristic. So does a restaurant have the right to kick you out for asking for salt? Technically, they can. It's not illegal. And she's not being arrested for asking for salt, of course. She's being arrested because the manager told her, I don't like that very much. I want you to leave. Get out of my store. And, you know, there's that. So you can obviously use your freedom of speech at a later time to say, I didn't really enjoy being kicked out of the store very much. You know, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5 stars or whatever on your Yelp review. But you have to leave. Not leaving is not an option. Let's watch some more.
You're under arrest. No, you pulling on this cup. You pulling on this cup is why it's hurting.
You're
That sounds about right.
circulation.
No, the cops really aren't cutting off her circulation. It's her pulling at the handcuffs that's causing the problem.
Would you mind pulling her phone?
Lynn.
I'm not hurting her.
No.
Her pulling on these cuffs is what's hurting her.
Yeah. Okay,
Preach it.
well, you did
Just stand
get a
still.
little
It'll be fine.
ridiculous.
I agree. If she would have turned and left the business, we wouldn't be here today.
Preach it.
You don't arrest people for that.
Yes, you do.
Trespassing. Yes, we do. Okay, that's not. I'm here for this issue right now. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about it.
Get this happening. Get this happening.
Take all the photos you want. It's not going to help.
Because I
Don't we
told
have
the
better things to do
manager.
with our taxpayer money?
I said,
Get on
who's
the
the
sidewalk.
owner of this?
Yes, with our taxpayer money, yes, we do in fact send police to businesses to arrest people for criminal trespass.
You're legally required to tell me that information. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Once arrested, yes.
Okay. Do you have anything illegal in your purse? No, I'll have to search after your identification.
You could do a search incident to arrest anyway. That's fine.
Take pictures. Take pictures
Stop.
of him.
All the pictures in the world are not going to help you, ma'am.
My mother wouldn't act like that, ma'am.
Preach it.
Maybe she'd be putting you in her place, I would hope.
And I don't misbehave.
Preach it.
That's it. I'm a criminal.
Yes,
So why are we standing here? Let's
because they're trying to find a different car to take you in.
You just pulled up. We need a female to come over here.
I'm
A male is not going to touch you.
Well, I am in public. So why is this all happening in public? The
You want to-
officer,
you want to sit
no,
down?
the officer said he's going to take me into the police station. So let's go.
Just a formal note, by the way. This might be the practice of this jurisdiction, but that isn't necessarily a legal requirement that we have a female officer. Obviously, check your local laws. Your mileage is going to vary substantially between state to state and even locality to locality. So I don't know whether or not the state has a law that requires this. Of course, having a woman do it is probably best practice, but as a general proposition of law, it's not strictly speaking required. An officer obviously can conduct a search of anyone because why not, as long as it's legal. So, fair. But apparently this jurisdiction has a standard practice, at least, where they prefer, let's say, a woman to do it if possible. So fair enough. That's their call, unless they're mandated by some regulation. But that's the way they want to do it. Sure. But if it wasn't that way, it doesn't necessarily mean it's illegal. So just a cautious note on that one.
Driven back to the public place where I was.
No,
Instead of being in the secluded area.
no.
Where none of my friends and nobody can
You're not
see
secluded. You're in
me. I do
open
not
public,
feel
ma'am.
safe here, and I have been saying.
Right there.
You don't feel safe
There's a police officer with you.
with.
Are you kidding me?
Come on out.
The police officer who put handcuffs on me and twisted my arm because I
No.
complained about the wait staff.
No, that's not
No,
what happened.
I don't feel safe here, and I want to be in a public place.
Would you like?
You're in a
to
public
speak
place,
only?
ma'am.
I have nothing to do with the situation. I'm a female to female. I can handle it. I'd ask them to step back.
Fair enough. The officers respectfully take distance on the hope of getting some compliance. Will she comply?
I understand that, but before you go anywhere, I have to check this. I have to track you down.
Preach.
And they're not going to do it. So they asked me to come by.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Want me to check before you get there. So I'm asking next step out the vehicle. Ma'am, stop.
They're trying.
It's a fuck out the vehicle. I'm literally trying to be nice. I'm going to be nice, fuck you, whatever one into. I swear to God. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be nice to Grace.
This does not end well, ma'am. Now would be a really good time to comply. There's only one way this ends.
Did your right leg step out? I'm trying. I asked them. They
Come on,
asked
Carol.
you multiple times to come out by yourself. You're not doing it. So now I'm going to have to help you.
I asked to go into
Step out.
She's making it plain. She's making it plain. Okay, I've asked you a couple times to stand out of the car, and if you don't do it, I'm going to have to help you out. They're trying. The cops are trying, and amazingly enough, she's still not listening. What are the odds?
what?
Trying to negotiate with you.
Right.
Come out.
Come on.
Well, you're under arrest right now. You have to cooperate with our
No,
booking procedure.
You're not cooperating. No,
Great.
ma'am, no. That needs to come out. Take that right leg.
Austin, do you want to pull her out that way? You want us to pull you across the guard?
You're not gonna push me. You're not gonna prod me. You're not gonna twist my arm like you're on
Eric, just relax.
They're not doing any of those things, ma'am.
the name.
Carol, take a breath.
woman
Relax.
like that. Get the off
You're
my-
tensing and bracing your arms,
You're
twisting your hand.
squeezing my
I'm not
arm.
holding your arm so you get under control.
I'm in a headshot.
Okay.
Take a breath.
He's doing his job very professionally, might I add.
Let her finish
I
checking
need
you.
to check your hair.
This is how they treat a woman, a mother, a grandmother, a teacher, a therapist, a law-abiding citizen who goes to church.
First of all, no, you're not so much with the law abiding, as we've already established clearly. Second of all, yes, they do have to do a pat-down search because, every possible reason as they're taking you to jail, there might be weapons on you, there might be anything on you, and it's a search incident to arrest, of course. So there's that. So yeah, they're going to do a pat-down and probably a more aggressive search once you get to prison. So yeah, this is just one of the indignities I guess you'll have to bear with today. But yeah, you made your choices and we are where we are. So yes, this is in fact how we treat a law-abiding citizen who goes to church and all the rest of it. Yes.
Come on.
Get off me.
Come on.
Yeah, let me put my hands on you. Tell me,
Carol,
take it easy.
all you need to do is
Yep.
Help me.
She's maximum caring, everyone. Don't maximum Karen. Don't maximum Karen.
So we put those on. The stuff is up. Hey, you're gonna put change underneath. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna borrow yours. Okay. We're gonna keep those on. When you're done, swap it. Good on the search. Did you find anything?
I didn't get anything.
Mother and grandmother,
Have a
this
seat.
is what they're doing.
We're gonna transport you shortly. Have a seat. Come on, sit down.
It looks like for some reason they want to switch cuffs.
Get off my arm.
Okay.
Yeah, fun. She's being arrested. I'll let go. But if you start flailing around, I'm gonna have to hold your arm again, okay?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Now keep up your end of it. Sit down.
I want to go directly to the police station district.
That's
Instead
sort of the goal.
sitting here in a secluded area where it asked to be taken to the police station over an hour ago.
Sit down.
Yep. Charged with trespass and resisting without violence.
Real quick, I just wanted to say that Attorney Tom / Attorney Reacts content is now on Spotify. We just launched a partnered show, link in the description. Go check it out. Now, back to the video.
Well, my friends, that brings us to the end of this wonderful Karen from Florida, who, despite multiple explanations as to why she was being arrested, apparently didn't know. And also all of her friends, who also were provided multiple explanations of this and somehow didn't listen, despite the officer's best attempts. This was a highly professional execution of this by the cops. They gave you every possible opportunity. They treated you with perfect respect. And the fact that she says this is a communist country and all the rest, yeah, not so much. So, yeah, she did the things. She's guilty. And hopefully her justice will come due soon. I'm on civil law for Attorneys React. Until later, my friends, I hope all is well. Cheers, my friends, and goodbye.
Big verdict.